understand me. I know you understand me. understand me. I know you understand me.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Neetu Garcha. We are online with you today from British Columbia. Welcome to the Canada Day Drumming Virtual Celebration. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize that we are gathering on the traditional territories of the Indigenous peoples across Canada. We acknowledge them as the past, present, and future caretakers of this land. Today is a day of reflection, remembrance, and healing. We grieve with all Indigenous people from across this land. Before we start today's program, we will have a moment of silence. In view of the pandemic, we are marking Canada's 154th anniversary of Confederation and celebrating the spirit of diversity and multiculturalism in Canada in a new format. While we may be physically distant from one another, we hope today's program will bring us all together as we celebrate Canada Day as one nation, one heart. In addition to an exciting lineup of multicultural drum performances, this year's simultaneous drumming has expanded from a nationwide activity to an international one. And we will also attempt a Guinness World Record. Thanks to everyone for joining us and making this initiative even more exciting this year, our 5th year of drumming activities on Canada Day. We would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and salute all healthcare and frontline workers who've given so much to keep us safe during these uncertain times. Now let's invite our event MC to introduce distinguished guests joining today's celebration.
Today's honored guests, and please hold your applause until all names have been called. We're delighted to welcome the Honorable Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia. The Honorable Philip S. Lee, the 24th Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba. The Honorable Yona Martin, Senator of British Columbia. The Honorable Yun Pao Wu, Senator of British Columbia. The Honorable Jeff Regan, Member of Parliament, Halifax West, Nova Scotia. Mr. Terry Duguid, Member of Parliament for Winnipeg South. The Honorable Kelly Regan, Deputy Premier, Nova Scotia. The Honorable George Chow, Minister of State for Trade, British Columbia. The Honorable Anne Kang, Minister of Advanced Education and Skills Training, British Columbia. The Honorable Lena Madlich Diab, Minister of Immigration, Nova Scotia. Mr. Tim Houston, Leader of the PC Party of Nova Scotia. MLA Steve Craig for Sackville-Cobequid, Nova Scotia. MLA Michael Lee for Vancouver, British Columbia. MLA Teresa Watt for Richmond, British Columbia. MLA Ben Stewart for Kelowna, British Columbia. Demetrios Jim Bays, Mayor of Borough, Quebec. Francesco Mila, Councillor for St. Laurent, Quebec. Mike Savage, Mayor of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Councillor Paul Russell, Councillor District Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. Councillor Amanda Colucci, Councillor City of Markham, Ontario. Councillor Lisa Dominato and Councillor Sarah Kirby-Young of the City of Vancouver, British Columbia. We would also like to recognize the members of the Councillor Corps in Vancouver that have joined us today, including representatives from France, Greece, Netherlands, and the United States. Now, everyone, please rise for the singing of O Canada, led by Capri Everett from Vancouver, BC.
Hi everyone, my name is Capri Everett and I'm going to be singing O Canada in both French and English. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras s'est porté le pays, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Capri. Capri Everett is a 16-year-old Guinness World Record holding singer. She received worldwide recognition in the international media during her journey around the world in 80 anthems, where she sang 80 anthems in 80 countries in their native languages to raise money and awareness for orphaned and abandoned children through SOS Children's Villages. And speaking of the Guinness World Record, today in just a bit, we are attempting the Guinness World Record title of most people performing a drum online simultaneously. Are you excited, drummers? Well, first, we would like to invite the Honorable Mary Ng, Minister of Small Business and Export Promotion and International Trade, to share a few words with us.
Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. It's Mary Ng, your Member of Parliament from Markham Thornhill and Canada's Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion and International Trade. Today is Canada Day, an important day of the year where our nation can reflect on where we have been and where we are going, on our strengths and what makes us so unique, and on where we can work together to build a better future that is more inclusive, more sustainable, and built with reconciliation and equality at its core. Here in Markham Thornhill, we live in one of the most diverse regions in Canada, where every day we get to experience the mosaic of our cultures and peoples, collaborating and building a community for all. In this pandemic, we have stood together here and across the nation. Now, as the future begins to shine a bit brighter, with Canadians receiving vaccines and our main streets coming back to life, we need to keep standing together and to build a Canada that is even more inclusive, even more sustainable, and a greater place to call home. The road ahead is one that we will pave together, where anything is possible. So today, on Canada Day, let's think of where we want to go and what type of country we want to be. I know that if we work hand in hand, that better, more equal future is just ahead. Happy Canada Day to all. Merci.
Thank you, Minister. Now, please join me in welcoming the Honorable Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia.
Hello, friends. I'm Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia. Today, on Canada Day, it is with gratitude and humility that I speak to you from the traditional territory of the Lekwungen peoples, the home of the Songhees and Esquimalt First Nations. Traditionally, as Lieutenant Governor, I spend Canada Day taking part in a citizenship ceremony, welcoming new Canadians from all over the world. I feel deeply the honor of presiding at these ceremonies and seeing our country through the eyes of new Canadians. There is a sense of optimism in what it means to be Canadian, a faith in a future that is full of positive potential, a faith that is anchored in the aspirational Canadian values of respect for diversity and inclusion. But as Canadians, we must also embrace the sad reality that the equal society we aspire to is not a reality for many, and that we have work to do. In recent weeks, communities across BC, from coast to coast to coast in Canada, have been devastated by the discovery of the unmarked graves of 215 children at the site of a former residential school in Kamloops. As we mark the anniversary of Canada as a country, we must also acknowledge the atrocities of our past. Each of those children represents the loss of a precious loved one, the loss of culture, language, and potential. We must learn from our history and ensure these stories are not lost. The experiences of Indigenous communities, the stories of new Canadians who were treated unjustly, and of those abused as a result of discrimination. Canada Day is a day to celebrate what is good about our country, but it is also a day to reflect and to strengthen our resolve to do better, to be better. We must move forward in the spirit of truth and reconciliation, no matter how difficult those truths may be. I hope you can take the Canada Day holiday to spend time with the people you love. The pandemic has kept us apart, and as we carefully and thoughtfully come back together, I ask you to keep those we have lost in your thoughts and hearts. I'm thinking of you all with much love and with gratitude for all that you do to make our communities welcoming, safe, and inclusive. Haichka, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Next, please enjoy the greetings from the Honorable Kelly Regan, Deputy Premier, Nova Scotia.
Hi, my name is Kelly Regan. I'm the MLA for Bedford and the Deputy Premier of the province of Nova Scotia. So, drumming. Humans have done it all throughout history for a variety of reasons. We will sometimes drum when we're walking from one place to another because it's much nicer to march to the beat of the same drum. We do it to communicate with other people. We do it to intimidate other people. And sometimes we do it to celebrate. I'd like to congratulate Legacy 150 Celebration Society for their work bringing Canadians together from coast to coast on July the 1st to drum, to make a joyful noise, and maybe even to break a record. Congratulations.
Thank you, Deputy Premier. Joining us next is the Honorable Yun Pao Wu, Senator of British Columbia.
Happy Canada Day. I'm in Ottawa with my drum. Wherever you are, I hope you have your drum ready and you'll join with hundreds of others in making a loud noise for the health of this country, the health of Canadians, and above all, reconciliation with Indigenous peoples.
Thank you, Senator Wu. Last but not least, we'd like to hear from Mayor Jim Diodati, City of Niagara Falls.
Happy Canada Day, everybody. Mayor Jim Diodati from the City of Niagara Falls, and we're really excited to participate in the Canada Day drumming this year. It's a great chance to celebrate diversity, deepen our cultural ties, and unite us from coast to coast. Drums have been used for a millennia, and they reach across all cultures and religions and languages and musical genres. It's a great way to promote inclusion and celebrate Canada Day. This Canada Day, we have more than ever to celebrate. We've come through an awful lot, and we'd like to thank all the healthcare workers and our frontline workers. Everyone is invited to join in the drumming on Thursday, July the 1st. So, happy Canada Day to everybody and happy drumming.
Thank you, Mayor. Today we are joined by 1,000 drummers from 13 countries, 149 Canadian cities, and 26 international cities. Let's hear from the Guinness World Record official adjudicator, Michael Emprick, on how the attempt will be judged.
I'd like to extend an official welcome on behalf of Guinness World Records. My name is Michael Emprick, one of the Guinness World Records experts whose job it is to measure, officiate, and judge the thousands of record attempts that are made each year. I'm excited to adjudicate this record attempt for you. Here at Guinness World Records headquarters, we're in the business of record breaking. We have a team of highly trained adjudicators to help keep track of the 50,000 records we have in our database. Legacy 150 Celebration Society will be attempting the Guinness World Records title for the most people performing a drum roll online simultaneously. If successful, you will join the elite group of Guinness World Records title holders. Achieving a Guinness World Records title is no easy task. It's extremely important that all the official record guidelines are followed rigorously. If these guidelines are not followed, the attempt will be disqualified. The guidelines for the Guinness World Records title for the most people performing a drum roll online simultaneously are as follows. Each drummer must have a single drum. The drums used may be any commercially available drum. Participants must simultaneously perform the drum roll, lasting a minimum of 2 minutes. Any performers who do not participate fully for the entire 2 minutes must be deducted from the final total. The drummers must play unaccompanied. However, there may be supporting music or a backing track. The video frames of each participant must clearly show the individual, their drum, and the drum roll action. If the guidelines are successfully followed and the current record is surpassed, Legacy 150 Celebration Society will become new Guinness World Records title holders. The team at Guinness World Records will make the final decision on the validation of your attempt and determine whether or not you have been successful. I'll be back later to let you know the official results.
All right, today we are very excited to be joined by 1,000 drummers from 13 countries, 149 Canadian cities, and 26 international cities. So drummers, are you ready? Now, please join me in the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drum! Let's give a big round of applause to each and every one of you. And now it is up to the Guinness World Record adjudicator to determine if we indeed set a new record today. We'll be back at around 12 p.m. Pacific time to find out. Now, please enjoy some multicultural performances. From coast to coast to coast, we're proud to present to you talented drumming artists from all across Canada. First to join us is Canadrum from the city of Surrey. Please enjoy the performance. Thank you so much for the wonderful performance from Canadrum from the city of Surrey.
The special stories that shape our province, as suggested by our viewers. This is BC J. Durant. Real people, real stories on Global News Hour at 6. What to do, what to see, where to eat, where to be. Global BC Community. the special stories that shape our province, as suggested by our viewers. This is BC with Jay Durant. Real people, real stories. On Global News Hour at 6.
What to do, what to see, where to eat, where to be. Global BC community reporter Michael Newman wants to help you get to know your BC better. Global BC, in your community.
Thank you, Global BC, for returning as the exclusive English media sponsor to help bring our celebration to more communities. Inspired by the 2020 virtual concerts and 2 music videos, the D2D team wanted to continue to use music as a channel to unite and inspire our community. The songs Fight Song and Rise Up were chosen as they show strength and unity. It is extremely special to be able to collaborate with these 4 artists as they are past stars of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest in Europe.
For you, for you, for you, a broken heart and tired of living on a merry-go-round, and you can fight them, fight us, but I see in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out. Move mountains. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Right now I'll be strong, and I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fun left in me. A lot of fun left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion. Like how a single word can make a heart open. I'm a total hand wanna watch, but I make an explosion. And all the things I didn't say, breaking bolts inside my brain. I will scream that last night. Can you hear my voice this time? And I rise up, I rise like the day. I rise up, I rise unafraid. I rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Thank you so much for the wonderful and meaningful song. Sofia Peskova from Russia, Maria Yermakova from Belarus, and Karina Ignatyan from Armenia are actually here with us today.
We are a team.
We have a dream. We work together.
We achieve together.
Together we want to shatter another world record. Dare to dream to make the world a better place.
Again to D2D Destiny Foundation for bringing this incredible performance to us. Now, let's give the screen to Hongda Cultural and Athletic Association from Edmonton, sponsored by Trans Mountain Corporation. Hongda Cultural and Athletic Association is a non-profit association with the objective to promote the Chinese culture and to instill positive values in the younger generation. Thank you, Hongdae Cultural and Athletic Association. That was wonderful.
980 CKNW is Global News Radio Vancouver.
Tom Lee Music for sponsoring this wonderful performance. And thank you, PK Hummingbird Steel Orchestra, for bringing this incredible steel pan music to us. Coming up next, please enjoy the Chinese drumming performance by Tianjin Formation Drums. Established in Burnaby, BC in 2012, Tianjin Foundation Drums incorporates aspects of modern music and performance styles into their performance to create a unique and unforgettable stage experience that have been enjoyed by thousands throughout the Lower Mainland. for the great show.
People will tell you it's impossible, that things will never change. Well, to them we say, just watch. Because with every dollar you borrow, every cent you invest, every tap, every swipe, you join a movement. One that knows the climate crisis can be solved. That's proof sustainable is profitable. One that makes room for everyone and believes that when you use your money to do what's right, nothing can stop us. That's when you become a financial force for change.
For bringing the art of percussion to our participants of the workshop. Be ready to energize yourself through the upcoming fun introduction to hand drumming and percussion. The two 20-minute workshops will run parallel. We'll see everyone back here after the workshop, and we'll drum simultaneously and then find out what the Guinness World Record results that we've worked so hard towards. There will be two sessions. One will be presented by Dr. Cindy Glendon Tracy, Assistant Professor of Teaching, Counseling Psychology at the University of British Columbia. She will give us a sneak peek into a method that she has developed on how to relax, think positive, and pay attention to the rhythms of our lives through drumming. Another session will be presented by Steve Saki, an immigrant from Ghana. Steve is born with the talent and enthusiasm of drumming. As a self-taught drummer, Steve has been in various drum circles and plays in various bands as well. His passion is drumming, learning, and sharing culture with a wide spectrum of enthusiastic drummers.
We'll give it another couple of minutes and then we'll get started. Welcome. Greetings to those who are just joining us. I see some people are putting some hellos in the chat and telling us where they're zooming in from. Feel free to do that if you'd like to let us know. I'm just contacting the event organizers to see when they want me to get started, and then we'll get going. They're telling me that we're just, because of the technology glitches and the delay in getting the event started today, that we'll just do one round of workshops rather than two that were planned. And as soon as I get the go ahead, we will get started. Hello to Sue from Halifax and Florence from Toronto and Terry from Vancouver. And so far, that's all I can see. And I see Kelly Ray from Minnesota. I'm going to be visiting Minnesota next month, so good to hear from you. All right, great. Let me back to the beginning here so I can see everybody. And I'm getting a message that it's okay to start. I've got also messages from Lori in Thornhill, Ontario, and from Nancy in Aurora, Ontario. So good to have you all here. And anyone who hasn't put their location in the chat is welcome to go ahead and do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I want to wish you all a happy Canada Day. And also welcome to this workshop where we were going to say and play some rhythmic messages to honor our beautiful land and its diverse peoples. First, let me say, oh, I see Riku. Hi, Riku from Green College on the UBC campus. Good to see you. So let me say it is a privilege and a joy to be here and to be here with so many enthusiastic and talented drummers who are ready to break records as we commemorate Canada in all of its richness and complexity. Second, I want to acknowledge that this land has been home to many people, especially recognizing the First Nations and Indigenous people who have lived here with great respect for the environment since time immemorial. My name is Cindy Glidden Tracy, and I'm zooming to you from the University of British Columbia, which operates on the ancestral, traditional, and unceded territories of the Musqueam people. Take a moment now to remember for yourself or to share in the chat the people who are native to the place where you are now. I've been teaching for the past 2.5 years at UBC as a professor of teaching and counseling psychology. Before I came to Canada, I taught for 20 years at Arizona State University. And at both ASU and UBC, I had fun opportunities to play in the African drum ensembles on each campus. And those experiences led me to some new directions in my work and my play. As a psychologist, I'm especially interested in how we can find the rhythms in our words and in our actions. Our attention to these natural rhythms can reinforce learning and reinforce our memories and also our efforts to change things for the better. I'm also a big world music fan as a hobby. As I learned in the African drum ensembles, in some cultures, drums are used to convey messages. These messages can tell listeners about important events and can communicate information about mourning and healing and celebration and other important messages to the community. The cadence of the message can be realized through touch on the drum, and that creates sound which carries far beyond the human voice. So using drums can be an important message of communication, and that's something I've been playing around with kind of in my own work in recent years. So we're gonna try that technique. We're gonna try saying and then playing messages to honor this land and all of its people. We've got about 20 minutes together, so here we go. We're gonna start with a poem, and this poem is by Chief Dan George. And the poem is called My Heart Soars. And I want to put the words in the chat, which I hope will work. Had it all queued up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the words should show up in the chat. And I'm going to play you a little video because I just recently completed a summer institute here at UBC where we were experimenting with finding our rhythms and playing different messages, putting messages to the beat that have a special meaning to share. So I'm making sure I'm sharing my computer sound, and I'm hoping that you can see this. This was a Zoom institute, and here we are sharing the words that you see in the Dan George poem. Then we'll go back and see if we can do a little bit of that together, but I wanted to give you a demonstration first.
The beauty of the trees, the softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass.
They speak to me.
The summit of the mountain, the thunder of the sky, the rhythm of the sea.
Speaks to me.
Faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrop on the flower.
Speaks to me.
Strength of the fire, the taste of the salmon, trail of the sun and the life that never goes away.
They speak to me.
My heart soars.
And my
heart soars.
And my heart soars.
heart soars.
My heart soars.
Thank you to all of you. Okay, so I'm going to stop the share for a minute. And as I mentioned, I want to thank all the participants in the Institute for helping me put this together, as well as to UBC for sponsoring that Institute. And the the Canada Day Drumming Celebration also helps sponsor that Institute by providing drums that went out to the participants in the Institute. So what I wanted to do is have a chance to read you the words, and you can read them along because they're in the chat if you like. And also, after I read them, I'm going to say them and then I'm going to play them. So we're going to say and play the words together. And you may find yourself just paying attention to the pulse of the poem, the rhythm, that kind of underlies the words. And if you feel ambitious, you can even try playing the words syllable by syllable as we go along. So let me demonstrate to you and then we'll try playing it together, okay? Feel free to chime in, although you'll need to keep yourself muted because if there's one thing we've learned with trying to do drumming on Zoom, that there's a bit of a sometimes So I'll kind of lead the poem and then you can play along or say along or do both as you see fit. The beauty of the trees, the softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass, they speak to me. The summit of the mountain, the thunder of the sky, the rhythm of the sea speaks to me. The faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrop on the flower speaks to me. The strength of the fire, the salmon, the trail of the sun, and the life that never goes away. They speak to me, and my heart soars. So that's the poem. I really love the work of Chief Dan George, and I know he's been a very influential figure as an Indigenous Canadian. And I wanted to share this poem with you because I really feel like it captures a lot of the beauty of Canada and of this area. So what I want to do is play it together and have you play along with me so that we can see if we can get a little simultaneous drumming going here. This is my third year participating in this Canada Day drumming celebration. And the first year we all got to be in person, and that was so cool to make a joyful noise together. And then last year we went online, and it was still cool. We made it work in spite of all the limitations, and we had a chance to kind of celebrate the essential workers that have been part of getting us through this whole pandemic. And now this year we're still online, but we're looking forward to the time when we can all get together again in person, and hopefully we can drum together in the future. But when I first participated in this drumming celebration, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if, in addition to just making a lot of noise together and doing a simultaneous drum roll, we also had a message that we could share that communicates something about what Canada means to us in all the different ways that Canada has touched every person's life who's been here, visited here, lived here, and whatever. So what I want to do is all together say the poem and maybe listen for the pulse and play the beat as we're playing along. The beauty of the trees, join me. The softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass, they speak to me. The summit of the mountain, the thunder of the sky, the rhythm of the sea speaks to me. The faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrop on the flower speaks to me. The strength of the fire, the taste of the salmon, the trail of the sun, and the life that never goes away. They speak to me. And you can try this if you want. And my heart soars. One more time. And my heart soars. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to do this one more time. And the difference is we're going to move beyond the pulse if you want to. If you're comfortable just staying with the pulse and getting that basic beat, that's cool. Say it and play the basic beat. But if you want to experiment a little bit, you can actually try realizing each syllable on the drum. So just as an example, that first stanza would sound like the beauty of the trees, of the trees. And then you'll see there's repetition here. The softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass. They speak to me. You see how that works? Summit of the mountain, the thunder of the sky, the rhythm of the sea speaks to me. The faintness of the stars, the freshness of the morning, the dewdrop on the flower speaks to me. The strength of the fire, the taste of the salmon, the trail of the sun, and the life that never goes away. They speak to me, and my heart soars. So I'm curious, I know that, with Zoom, sound doesn't always come through. Are you able to hear me okay? Are you able to play along? Yeah? Okay, good. That's excellent. Anybody have any thoughts, comments, questions? You can unmute yourself, or you can put anything in the chat if you have any sort of thoughts that you want to share. I'm just going to real quick I made sort of a pretty version of the words, and I wanted to put those up there on the screen for you. And what we're going to do is I'm going to play another video of some participants who moved beyond Zoom and got together in person to try sharing this message. And I want you to feel free to play along as you listen to our efforts here. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. All right, I'm going to go full screen on you here. And once I share the screen, it's a little harder for me to see people, but hopefully,
Thank you so much, Dr. Cindy, Glennon Tracy, and Steve Sacchi. It's certainly very enlightening and was so much fun too. I've learned a few techniques myself, and I'm sure everyone has enjoyed it. Now, it's my privilege to announce the 13 countries that are taking part in today's festivities. They include Armenia, Australia, Belarus, Canada, China, Guam, India, Philippines, Russia, Tanzania, United Kingdom, United States, and Vietnam. The 26 international cities include Yerevan, Brisbane, Minsk, Hong Kong, Taipei, Hagadna, Mumbai, Thrissur, Legazpi City, Quezon City, St. Petersburg, Ilala, Liverpool, London, Ambler, Chicago, Chisco City, Hillsborough, Indianapolis, Kansas City, LaPlace, New York, Plymouth Meeting, Santa Rosa, Ventura. Last but not least, we have Hanoi. And aside from the 26 international cities, it is also amazing that 148 cities within Canada are participating as well. Feel free to cheer on when your city name is announced. First off, we have the cities from British Columbia. And up next, we have the cities from Quebec. And next, we have the cities from New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. And next, we have the cities from Prince Edward Island and Newfoundland and Labrador.
Thank you, Manika. What an achievement to have drummers around the world joining us on this special day. It is our privilege to have received greetings from the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, bringing well wishes to the simultaneous drumming celebration and to everyone here with us today.
Hello everyone, bonjour à tous, and happy Canada Day. For starters, I want to thank Legacy 150 Celebration Society for organizing this virtual drumming event and for bringing us all together. Drums have been used for millennia across all cultures, religions, languages, and musical genres. And what better way to celebrate our diversity and show how united we are than by having a cross-country drumming event on Canada Day. Je sais que cet événement virtuel n'est pas exactement ce que vous aviez prévu au départ, mais vous nous montrez que c'est possible de nous unir d'un océan à l'autre. Et comme Canadiens, on a de quoi être fiers et il faut l'exprimer haut et fort. I know the past months haven't been easy, but thanks to you and the hard work of our healthcare and frontline workers, we're going to beat COVID-19 together. And on that note, I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy today's virtual celebration. Encore une fois, bonne fête du Canada. Happy Canada Day. Hello everyone, bonjour à tous, and happy Canada
Thank you to the Prime Minister for the encouraging words and well wishes. Are you ready, drummers? Please join us in the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join us.
And we can start drumming. Yeah, start drumming. Keep going, everyone.
Wow, what an incredible achievement, everyone. We just drummed simultaneously from 175 cities all across the world. Let's give everyone another big round of applause for setting our own Canadian all-inclusive simultaneous drumming celebration record. And to mark this memorable moment, please look towards your camera and let's take a very special group photo. Don't forget to wave and smile. It is my pleasure to now introduce to you the mastermind behind Canada Day Drumming Celebration, which started in 2017. Mr. Richard Wong is the National Chair of the Legacy 150 Celebration Society. Please welcome Richard.
Hello, everyone. We are humbled by the participation today from across Canada and around the world. We are pleased to be able to offer this virtual celebration in these difficult times. Today marks the 5th year of Canada Day drumming. Since 2017, drummers have come together on July 1st in spirit of harmony to celebrate all of our cultures. Although we were not able to be physically together, we heard the beating of the drums loud and clear online. This annual celebration is an opportunity for people of all backgrounds to share in our diversity, to participating in drumming. Every culture has a drum. I could feel the vibrant heartbeat of this virtual event. And perhaps in some small way, the beating of drums across the country and around the world today offer some spiritual support to Indigenous people and communities. We are all from different backgrounds, but we share these drumming activities together to recognize our diversity. Today, I'm pleased to say we had 1,000 participants in more than 170 cities from across Canada and worldwide. I hope we have some good news to share regarding a Guinness World Record attempt for the most people performing a drum roll online simultaneously. Before that, on behalf of the Legacy 150 Celebration Society, I want to thank everyone involved in today's event. Thank you to all the drummers, performers, sponsors, volunteers who have given the best in making this event a success. And thank you to the healthcare workers who have done so much to care for us throughout this pandemic. We hope to see you in person and maybe online again next year. Meanwhile, please stay safe, be well, and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Now it's the time that we've all been waiting for. Let's welcome back Richard and the official adjudicator all the way from Guinness World Record office in New York, New York, Mr. Michael Emprick.
There we go. Hey everyone, my name is Michael Emprick. I'm so excited to be here. I'm with Guinness World Records in New York City. It's great to be with all of you virtually. You know, I've had the opportunity to come out to your event in the past, and hopefully I get to join you again in the future. So this was an official Guinness World Records title attempt for most people drumming online simultaneously. The minimum that Guinness World Records set was 100 participants. And part of the guidelines are that everyone had to participate fully for at least 2 minutes. Now, we did have some deductions and we're not done counting, but I can now announce that today we had more than 100 participants. It's a new Guinness World Records title. Congratulations. Richard, I'd like to present this to you virtually. I can't be there in person with you, but trust me, you will get a copy. And Legacy 150, amazing job today. Everyone, great job. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everybody, to all the participants. We are so excited today. Thank you for all the drummers, you know, and our volunteers, sponsors, and especially our great project manager, Helen Yu of Choice Communication. Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, Michael from the Guinness World Record. We are so excited. This is our second time to establish the Guinness World Record. Let us collectively, through our collective effort, we will continue to create world record, okay? Thank you, and make this world in more harmony, diversity, multicultural harmony, peace, and love for a better world. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations! We are now officially amazing! On behalf of Legacy 150 Celebration Society, I'd like to once again thank the dignitaries, drummers, sponsors, performers, and volunteers for your contribution. We wouldn't have done it without you. To mark this special moment, let's pose for another group photo. And before... Awesome, and before we end our show, we actually have 2 more performances lined up for you. First up, we have Treviet Group, which is a Vietnamese musical group based in Mississauga, Canada. Founded in 1993, the group has performed throughout the world and specializes in folk songs and music of the old imperial courts using all Vietnamese traditional musical instruments. Thank you to the Vietnamese Community Center of Mississauga. That was wonderful. The last performance we have for today is from Yamabiko Taiko from Kelowna, BC. The Japanese drumming group was formed in 2003 and aims at spreading the love of music and culture throughout the interior of BC. And today they will be presenting 3 songs for us.
Hello, oi, my name is Katarina. I am part of the One World Youth Crew hosted by South Okanagan Immigrant and Community Services. We are a diverse group of individuals ranging from ages 16 to 24. We work together to create more welcoming and inclusive communities. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Yamabiko Taiko, a Japanese drumming group from Kelowna. The name literally means mountain echo, mountains of the valley, but figuratively, it is an echo as it reaches out throughout the whole world and pays homage to Japan. The group was formed in 2003 to enjoy and play Japanese taiko-style drumming. Their main purpose is to share beauty and spirit and to promote cultural awareness within the community. I hope you enjoy the performance.
give a big hand to Yamabiko Taiko. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of today's event. Thank you everyone for being a part of the special Canada Day celebration. Please stay safe and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Bye!